Tall Tales, Tru Tall Tales, Tru Tall Tales, Tru Tall Tales. Come along and tell your friends, and stick around till the story ends. It's Tru Tall Tales. Yeah, I said it's Tru Tall Tales. Tru Tall Tales, Tru Tall Tales, Tru Tall Tales, yeah! Yeah! Tru Tall Tales, yeah! Yeah! Tru Tall Tales, yeah, it's Tru Tall Tales, Tales, Tales. Yeah, Tru Tall Tales. Ha! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the YouTube citizens, happy holidays as it is Christmas Eve. This is your boy Testa, Tru Inferno. Back at it with another Call of Duty Advanced Warfare commentary video for you, the YouTube citizens. And today we are doing another Tru Tall Tales, as you heard at the beginning of this video. Yes, I'm bringing it back for another Tall Tale. And this one is about Chuck Testa, of all people. Yes, Chuck Testa. Now, for those of you who are probably wondering, wait, who in the hell is Chuck Testa? Well, obviously, if you've been living on the rock, he came out with this commercial that was aired on YouTube. So, here's to refresh your memory right here.
Look at that antelope driving a car.
No, it's just Chuck Testa.
Oh no, there's a bear in my bed.
Nope, Chuck Testa.
So, yeah, he's the guy that goes, no, it's just Chuck Testa. Yeah, that guy. So, yeah, that phrase became an internet meme. It was so popular in 2011. So, you're probably wondering, what does that have to do with Dashing Tru Inferno? Well, I'm about to tell y'all right here, right now. It's all started going back to 2009. Yes, 2009. It was July, and I remember I was in Houston for a family reunion, and don't get me started on the whole 2009 family reunion Houston thing. That's another story for another day. But anywho, I try to think. We went to this mall near the hotel where me and all of my family members were staying at. Cause we all stay in the same hotel, or we all stay in a hotel close to the hosting family's house. So, and we went to the mall that was closest to it. So we was in there, and I was in the store minding my own business, and I'm hearing a bunch of these guys talking about sports, and you know, and you know, it seemed like a healthy conversation. So I was just eavesdropping. I went from eavesdropping to nodding my head in agreement, and then just mosey my way into this conversation. And it was a conversation for a variety of guys, like young guys, old guys, you know, African Americans, Caucasians, and so forth and whatnot. And one of them guys who was in that group was Chuck Testa. Now, obviously, this was before he blew up and before he became an internet sensation, and so forth and whatnot. So, we all talking or whatever, and then everybody was leaving. So the number of people that was there went down. I think it was like 5 of us talking. Went from the 5 of us all the way down to me and Chuck Testa. And then I was about to go because I got a phone call saying, oh yeah, you know, we about to go, blah blah blah. So I'm leaving. So he's like, oh okay, yeah, you know, nice meeting you. And he put his hand out. So I'm like, okay. So you know, I shook his hand, you know, saying nice to meet you. So I'm leaving, and in my hand it was twitching. And I was like, the same hand that I used to shake his hand, you know, my right hand, it was twitching. And I was like, why is my hand twitching? And then I just like, you know, and then it stopped. So I'm like, and I'm looking at it like, well, okay, I guess it stopped, so it's no big deal. Alright, so, and it doesn't do that for a number of months. So now it's 2010, and I remember I was sleeping, and I woke up 4 something in the morning because my hand was twitching once again underneath my face. So I'm like, what the hell is this? And it was just doing that for a little minute or whatever. So, but I was like, okay. I was just too tired to even think about it, so I went back to sleep and forgot about it. Then all of a sudden, it's 2011, and the video came out. So it's on YouTube to this very day. Chuck Testa got his own YouTube channel. It's on there. He uploaded it on August, like 4 days before my birthday, August 14th actually. And I saw the video based off like a Facebook thing somebody else did or whatever involved in that. I think it was the Cyber Goons, somebody from the Cyber Goons or somebody from another group page on Facebook. So I was like, okay, what is this? So I looked this up, short video, like a minute something long, and I was cracking up, because of the whole, nope, it's Chuck Testa. But ever since I saw that video, whenever anybody asked me a yes or no question, and the answer was no, I would respond just like that. Like, I would say, nope, and then I would use some type of statement to grow in Testa's name. Like, for example, matter of fact, no, this actually happened. I think it was a year after the video came out, so it was 2012, and I was talking to my boy Shades, and I forgot, what did he ask me? He was asking me a yes or no question. Oh, he asked me did I see that game last night? Because, college football, not last night, but yesterday. Did you see that game yesterday? And no, he said, I know you saw that game yesterday because it was Michigan against Michigan State or whatever, and I think State won. And he went to State, whereas I'm a Michigan guy, so the rivalry's there and wherever. And he'll try to trash talk. He's like, I know you saw that game last night, and I was like, nope, I'm pretty sure Chuck Testa saw it. And I was like, wait, where did that come from? Like, that just came out of nowhere. And anytime anybody asked me a yes or no question, and the answer was going to be no, I would be like, no, but maybe Chuck Testa did, or no, maybe Chuck Testa saw it, or no, you need to talk to Chuck Testa. And I was like, why do I keep bringing in this dude's name for? Like, what? And I remember one time I went to the doctor for a physical, and he asked me, have I been, smoking any cigarettes or doing any heavy drinking and blah blah blah. And I was like, no, but maybe Chuck Testa has to the doctor. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, I don't know where that part came from. But the answer is no, I didn't. And he was like, oh man, we got a bigger problem than your physical. I'm like, what do you mean a bigger problem than my physical? And he said, he asked me, have I ever met Chuck Testa in person? I was like, I had to think about it, like, wait a minute, and then I thought about it, I'm like, oh yeah, matter of fact, I did. Back in 2009 in Houston. He was like, do you make physical contact with him? I was like, well, we shook hands. That was basically it. He was like, oh man, yeah, you need to go to, like, yeah, you have a problem. You have this, the nope-itis or something like that. I'm like, the nope-itis? Like, what the hell is that? And basically he said it's a condition where if you make contact with Chuck Testa, you're going to be constantly screaming out, no, Chuck Testa, no, Chuck Testa. And I was like, what? But so he told me what I had to do to cure it, and I'm going to explain that next week or the week after as the game ended, and we won. I got the highest score. Peace out, y'all.
Sucking your fingertips like a bacon double cheese, we go straight to your hips. I'll eat that piece of girl, the one that fell on the floor, while you tell your man you don't want him no more. Cause his breath is stank and his penis is shrank, and I'm bringing bacon stacks all the way to the bank. Don't hate, it's a fake to say she ain't.